association with the transport authority. We are recognized. Even the AA has the powers to give you the driving test. You need not take the driving test with the transport department, you can take the driving test with us. And the test certificate given by us is okay. You will have no problem, you will get it and so on. Traffic challans, most of the time when you are challan at the side of the car, you know, to try to turn away, accidents happen like that also. So if there is any traffic challan, you could come to the association, you can pay the challan, you need not bother to do anything. You want to have insurance done, you can come to the association, they will insurance for you. We have a very good service, that is placement of drivers, casual drivers. If you need a driver for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, or maybe for a week, you know, you can approach your association and we give you drivers on the casual basis and on the standard rates which we have already fixed. That's a great help to get from us. Pollution test is another facility which we are giving at the doorstep of our members. You can get your vehicles tested, pollution test. Now, when you go to America or Canada, not only the road assistance, we have hotels, motels, food joints, super city markets, coffee houses, even American Railway, Amtrak. If you travel by Amtrak, you have a discount of 15% by showing your membership card. You go by Grey Line, you have a discount of 15% by showing your membership card. There are 150,000 establishments on the globe discount list. They give you the discount, and beside that, you know that somebody is there to look after you in case of any legal advice you may be needing, if there's any little mishap on the road and all that. So that is also there. Total, these organizations are very successful, as I told you, for more than 23 years because of the human services they are doing to the society. But one big problem is, as I told you, Delhi, having 1,200 vehicles being added, on those roads where the infrastructure is already weak. There are no compatible, there are no parallel extensions of the roads or the infrastructure as looking into 1,200 cars being added on the roads every day. These are the political issues. In fact, people are very sensitive to police station authorities. As we do in Singapore, we are different. We are very active in Singapore. When this is happening, and today, you will be surprised to know we have 7 million vehicles registered in Delhi. 7 million. I'm not counting up those vehicles for crisscrossing from NCR. When everything is happening like that, what will happen? The other thing now which the people believe and it has come on the surface is when you buy a car, they tell you, no problem, 3 years, free service on the road. No problem. Take 2 years more insurance, we'll give that service also. People are very happy. With the result, the road assistance call, which I think would have reduced in view of the facility being offered by the manufacturer showrooms. Instead of reducing, they got increased. We had a meeting, why it is happening? When most people are giving all the service, why the insurance, why the people are asking for our vehicle service? And sometimes we became very incapable of providing. That's why we are there though, with Crossroads. When we explored, we came to know. It is a really tact to tell the people at the point that when the vehicle is being sold. But actually when your vehicle breaks down on road, they send the vehicle for repair, maybe the very last time. But inevitably, the person who comes on the vehicle tells the owner of the car, sorry, your vehicle has to be towed to the workshop. Maybe it's a minor defect. Maybe it's a defect which can be just rectified, is fixed up and fixed up within 5 years. But they have this understanding. As soon as possible, bring the vehicle. Very few instances, a person being employed on the regular service is honest and he says, sir, I'll fix it up for you, there's no problem. Very few. Once the vehicle goes to the workshop, then you have, then not only one defect, because there was time, you know, when a customer was there, if something breaks, something is spent on the road, you will take a nail, just put with the hammer, and it will get going. Note that parts are very sensitive, very sensitive, and anytime you go to the workshop, manufacturing workshop, they would say replace this cannot be repaired. That's good in a way also, but something we may not be needed. That was the reason people had to pay through their nose, in spite of the fact that the manufacturers and the showroom dealers had said, come, we'll give you, we'll look after this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here today before you because these problems when they were hanging on our mind, we were still in search of somebody who would help us. There are many companies which came, this assistance, loan assistance, and all that, wherever they came, and they died at their own time. We have been in search of some organization because we have a flagship multi-sector movement of our patrons, patron chief like the President of India. And we did not want to step into an area and to align with any organization which should not be, which may not be to our interest, and it may not be, it may be counterproductive to our interest. After research, we came to the decision that we should join hands with Crossroads. We have been having discussions for a long time. And ultimately, my board of directors, my general secretary is here, my board colleague is here. Some of the people have not been able to come, they have been able to come there. We came to the conclusion that we are at the right place and we should join hands with this company. The incidence of breakdown calls which they will be telling you is very great in Delhi, very great in Delhi. Also, it's once you have to leave the airport or you have to leave the hospital, there's sometimes, and you are stuck up on the road. And if you are stuck up on the normal traffic, it's okay. But if you are stuck up on the road because of any fault and because of the vehicle, and you don't have any mechanic to do that, you don't have any road system to do that, it is really something very pathetic. And it's a cost that having mobile and being mobile yourself, you are immobile. So today, this press conference was called for by your associates, and I'm happy that I will give you an occasion to speak to you. And we all need each other to ensure that we have the safety, mobile safety. We are not immobile. We should be mobile as far as possible. But one thing which I would like to request you, that when you are driving and when you are on the road, please ensure that you save yourself. If you can save yourself, you will save others also. So you should be very, very, I'm saying that save other person, but saving other people means saving yourself also. Because if you crash with anybody, crush anybody, or anybody is just comes under the wheels of your vehicle, you are not saving yourself, you are deeply involved in that. So saving yourself is something which is very, very important. The other day, we had a project where we have distributed about 5,000 books called ABC of Road Safety to help the students at the elementary stages. Because this safety has to be integrated right in the learning process at the school level. And I would like to tell you, not only the students, the parents, and the teachers, and all these, they were so happy. And what they learned was, we got given the feedback thereafter, that one of the girl students, a tiny girl of about 6 years, she was being taken to the school by her father. She had seen our book, and she tells her father, Papa, there is a service lane I'm looking at. Can you take your girl in the service lane? He said, really, what has happened? You are getting late. He said, no matter, just 1 minute, please take it. Today these students are children are very smart. So he took the girl in service lane. And she said, Papa, I'm in your hand. You have to protect me. But if the day you are driving, it was not correct. So arrange a taxi for me. I'll go to school, but I have to choose to go with you. This was the principal of the school in Rand International, Noida. She told us that the students have become so wise now after they have gone to the book. So we are trying to integrate the system at the learning stage itself. And I think that the children's life is very important for us, lesson for the parents like you. Please be sure that any act of yours while driving or speeding or just passing the signal or overtaking, not from the right side, that might inculcate some bad habit and some impressions about you in the mind of your child. And that's in the debating part. Thank you very much.
Crossroads, I request him to speak a few words.
Good afternoon. Honorable Sri D.K. Malhotra ji, a warm welcome to friends from media, dignitaries present here, and other invited. Before I start anything about Crossroads Association, I would like you all to give a huge round of applause to Mr. D.K. Malhotra for his nomination and election to the Vice Presidential post of Asia Pacific Region, FIA. Right? He is the first Indian to achieve this and has been felicitated by Sri Sulman himself personally. So congratulations, sir. We acknowledge your contribution to the roadside industry on a global platform. One more very interesting thing that going forward, whatever information you need in this industry, you know whom to talk to. There is an encyclopedia of all the information, related to roadside development, road safety, and contributing a lot. Coming back to Crossroads, as pointed out by Mr. Malhotra, and as we all know, in more than 90-95% of the cases of traffic congestion in any city, what you find is a small breakdown, be it a bike, be it a car, or whatever. It is very imperative for people to understand the vehicle, because that is somebody with whom we spend more time as compared to our family and friends. A vehicle is someone that takes us from a home to office for any and every essential task. The one that we are always bothered about. But in a time of distress, we are simply found helpless that we will not be in the position to repair tires and all. That's why they run a program, where they teach people how to attend to a small and minor repairs on the road. Talking about Crossroads, we always believed in creating the best of the service infrastructure. Now you have a problem on road, but how do you address that problem is very important. For that, understanding the city, understanding the road, and understanding the need is very essential and important. That is what we always emphasize upon, right? If a congestion is cleared in no time, it will definitely help all of us to reach office on time, provides a lot of safety. Once you have a vehicle in your standard there, you're not only creating a traffic chaos unwantedly, unwillingly, at the same time, you are yourself exposed to a larger threat. Threat in terms of the vehicles coming from behind, right? Threat in terms of that, out of distress, you approach people to help you who are not trustworthy. So we come across cases where people have been robbed, murdered on road, the vehicles have been, taken away crime. Considering all this factor, we have always believed and ensured that we need to reach the motorist in no time. Across 23 cities in India, we do over 1100 roadside repairs on a daily basis. 1100. That counts to a repair every 1 minute 30 seconds with addressing to a breakdown vehicle somewhere or the other across India. Largely, these breakdowns are not because of the maintenance issue. They're also because of the infrastructure issues, which Mr. Malhotra had just highlighted and talked about. So we believe that going forward, when the infra becomes better, this incidence will reduce drastically, right? So far, Mr. Malhotra, they did a lot of R&D research about how to improvise things, how to improvise services, because they not only have people from India as their member, but they represent India globally. So every globetrotter who is driving in India with his or her own vehicle is the responsibility of AI. And when they are in North India, it becomes the responsibility of Upper India Automobile Association. Right. Now, as I've been emphasizing about the infrastructure, for this association, we have built a separate infrastructure which is equipped. There are qualified people, qualified technicians who can not only handle the domestic brand but also large international vehicles also. We'll just have a flag off from Mr. Malhotra also for that infrastructure. There are flatbeds, there are on-the-spot repair vehicles, there are tow trucks which you have deployed for these services. My sincere thanks for your presence to grace the occasion. We'll address your specific question one-on-one here. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks.
Can we have the questions now, please?
Hi, this is Vikram from Financial Express. Hi, Vikram. Just wanted to know that, how does Crossroads aim to benefit from this association? How does Crossroads stand to benefit from this association?
See, not every part of the business is meant to gain something out of it. The way we benefit out of the association is the learning that Automobile Association of Upper India brings to the whole, togetherness. they aim, as told by Mr. Malhotra, they are non-profitable organizations. So to anticipate some kind of financial assistance from them is something which is not a part of the association. It is the learning, the research, the fineness, the improvisation which is required. Otherwise, we should have costed a lot to understand from the market is something which is ready-made available to them. Because they not only have the knowledge about India as a whole, but also they bring to India the global experience environment. So that is how we kind of benefit from this association.
Does that mean that you would be providing free of cost the AAUI?
There are certain commercial aspects to it.
Because right now you are charging about 300 on the rupees per year for your customer.
It is 699.
699, yeah. 3 days free. Yeah. So if you are providing, that's where I want to understand. Here you say that you will be providing assistance to the members of the
Right.
Right. Will it be free of cost or will it be on chargeable basis?
There are certain financial aspects associated to it. To avail the membership of AAUI, there is an annual fee that you have to pay. So a fraction of that fee comes to Crossroads also for that particular member towards roadside assistance. Because under AAUI he is entitled for n number of facilities and features. We are just taking care of the roadside assistance part only.
So, from the customer's point of view, if somebody enrolls directly as a corporate customer or somebody who is an AAUI customer, so how much will be the difference in the output?
See, as I mentioned, as far as Crossroads goes, we are purely confined towards providing roadside assistance facilities. AAUI has a bouquet of services. Right? If you are a member of AAUI, you get discounts across all insurance companies. You get passport assistance. They are the only agency who can issue you a global driving license, international driving license. They can provide driver on call. They have simulators. They can assist you in procuring your license and all that stuff. They are the government authority and have certain rights which has been assigned to them, right? So, they are charging for their entire services, and Crossroads is a part to take care of the roadside association only. The roadside assistance.
Very pointed to better than this. Sorry to you. Now, you see, it does not cost anything additional to our members. This is a facility which we have created in association with Crossroads. We may have to give something to Crossroads on the cost basis, because when one call is made by them or met by them, it costs them money, the petrol, the manpower, mechanism. These things are there. But the overall idea is to ensure that they are not benefiting. They are only getting to the cost base, because we are not also being benefited by getting anything from the members on the board of the service. We have 100,000 members in Delhi, 1 lakh members. And when we have reduced the service, it's going free of cost, and we are not doing anything about this, number one. And secondly, recognizing that these associations are needed by the public, the Government of India, IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, has allowed a discount to the members of the AA on each premium which you pay to the insurance company. No matter what they give you, the agent must give you something. But the official premium comes down, you have 2.5% on the official premium being deducted as a member of the AA. You have more 5% being deducted out of the premium as a member of the AA. So you get about 7.5%. It gives you about 1,000 rupees, almost each year when you get your insurance plan. And what you pay to the insurance to the organization annually is just 1,500 rupees to give you all the services which you are getting free of cost.
So, when you talk, Mr. Lakira, when you talk about roadside assistance, is it something, how does it work, as in across India, through the countryside, do you tie up with mechanics, do you get, how do the logistics work in that scenario?
See, we firmly believe that services can never be outsourced as far as the emergency issues are concerned. The people are distressed on roads. What is required is that they are being attended in a very empathetic way and very promptly, right? But that needs creating an infrastructure to service those customers. So across India, Crossroads has their dedicated fleet of service vehicles flying on road. Pardon me.
How many?
There are more than 150 plus vehicles across India. These vehicles are owned by the company. The people, they are all on our payrolls, right? That is just to ensure that they have a sense of reporting and authority, right? As the number of vehicles grows, the brand and technicality in the vehicles are growing every day. The vehicles are moving from being mechanical to more electrical now, right? Now, having a captive technician team, it is easier for us to bring them on one platform and train them on the development in the technology and software and stuff like that, so that they can attend to the repairs instantly and in no time. The moment we outsource it to somebody, defeat the purpose of being there within no time. We commit 30 minutes to reach our people, our members, right? If we outsource it to somebody, it will take us 30 minutes to preach to that guy while it is raining outside to go and attend to somebody on road, right? Whereas when you have people on your payroll, you can talk to them with authority, and it is their responsibility to deliver the services on time, because their growth depends on their performances, and they are rewarded accordingly. Hope it answers.
And the other point which I will add is overall the trust. If breakdown call is being received by an organization like AA, and when we are associated with them, partnered with them for the social work, they would know that the person who is going to be sent to the breakdown call is trustworthy. Otherwise, not only the vehicle that you have to give to somebody who is not trustworthy, whom you don't know, even yourself also, you are putting yourself in the hands of a person who is not known. So it's an identity which together means, and today the identity of Crossroads and the AA being together, this gives, I am not going to take any credit out of that, but I am telling you, people will be happier when they know that Crossroads has known the identity of the AA also.
It's an enhanced credibility for that part.
It's
put it in a straightforward.
And coming to another point,